I've gotta say, seeing and reading that notice really felt like a kick in the balls. Hello everyone, I'm Dar, and I wish I didn't have to delve into bad news like this, because, let's be honest, bad news sucks, But, I'd rather excitedly launch into some goofy antics about, cover battlegrounds or, something fun like that. But it is what it is, and I really need to address this, especially because, that Infinite Sky video had been one of my proudest productions that I have ever put together so far in the time that I've been making, anything, really. I was very proud of that video and had loved it very much, and I don't think I'd be in the wrong to assume that there were probably hundreds of you out there, both subscribed and not subscribed, that shared the same sentiment with me. Well, except for that one special offended guy in the comment section. That was actually pretty freaking funny, though. Because if he was serious, he probably unwittingly helped generate engagement for the algorithm, which helped push the video on YouTube. So, my salute to all of you whom dogpiled and served in that comment war. God, that was a dumpster fire. It was great, though. I got a laugh out of it. Anyhow, back on topic. Yeah, in the almost 8 years that this channel's been up, we're coming up on 8 years here in, April. Yeah, in that time, since I've been, doing my thing here, a copyright takedown notice was bound to happen eventually. Granted, I always expected it'd be, some automated notice dished out by some big company or record label, so it really was a shock to see that Zach Siegel himself went and manually issued the takedown notice, and all that. Also, apparently, I'm not the only one who got a kick in the balls in the first week of the new year. He's basically gone on a copyright flagging spree / purge of the Infinite Sky, or not just Infinite Sky, but like he's basically just purging everything that has his name attached to it. Anybody that's videos up on YouTube sharing the MIDIs, and even I saw here this evening while I was putting this together, recording this here. Yeah, he's apparently trying to remove a zip file with his MIDIs over on Doom World. He's just going all out to purge everything. I wouldn't be surprised if this dude tries to go send a DMCA or something to places that have WADs that have his MIDIs in them. But on that note though, I want to give a shout out to Gaia74, longtime follower and regular of the channel here. Hi Gaia. He was one of the folks that got a takedown notice for sharing the MIDI of Infinite Sky over on his channel. And he had gotten in contact with Zach through the email address that was provided in the notice. I myself didn't really bother to try to reach out to him when I got the notice, because I figured there was nothing to negotiate or to discuss. And if there was, he could have gotten in touch with me through several different avenues of communication. I'm not hard to get a hold of. I am here, But instead he opted for drawing the gun and going for the nuclear option right from the start. So that kind of stings, but it is what it is. Anyways, according to the reply that Gaia had received, Zach is carrying out this purge, this all this here because he's planning to release an album soon, which look, it's his original compositions, right? And he has the rights and he can do whatever he wants with this work, right? But I've gotta say, what the hell are you hoping to accomplish here, man? From a PR standpoint, this is a disaster, and it looks pretty bad, in my opinion. you've got all these people that really enjoyed these wonderful compositions that you've made. Myself included. It's good work. I was very I really enjoyed covering Infinite Sky as well as putting the video together. It's a good song. But I mean, hell, man. I mean, I bet people would have been like really cool about linking to and promoting this upcoming release of yours. I mean, had you gotten in touch with them? I mean, that's what I would have been happy to do if just reached out to me. To be like, that's awesome, man. I'm a big fan of your work, and here it's all you got. Album coming. Here I pin the comment here. I'll pin the description, and get people pointed to you because that's what you do. You help each other out. In this little, little creative world we got here, right? And instead, you've burned bridges and hurt your reputation, and for what? So you can make fractions of a penny through streams on places like Spotify and wherever. Maybe a few bucks for anyone that actually purchases the album. Is that really worth it? Going to this extent of purging your work from the internet when, let's face it, it's because of word of mouth and people sharing your tunes around in the first place that even puts you in a position where you could even entertain the idea of releasing an album. And this is what you decide to do? He doesn't even have any website or online presence, and he's trying to put out an album. In the year 2023. We've had the internet since forever now, and you don't even have a simple YouTube channel or other social media things set up. I mean, as far as I can tell, the only online presence prior to the new Doomworld account he made. Just basically, there was some old Guitar Forum accounts, some which have been inactive for 8 or 11 years. If you ask me, it certainly feels pretty bass-ackwards to do all this and then try to set up an online presence after the fact. But then again, that's just my opinion on the matter. I would not do, if I were him, I would not do this in several ways, but moving on. Making art and music is a privilege. Not everyone is going to be some hotshot rock star celebrity. It doesn't work that way. In the creative world here, we're all just a bunch of small, scattered communities of normal guys and gals, and just ordinary people all just doing our thing, And it's why I feel so lucky to have all of you out there that take notice of and enjoy what I do. And this small little yet rich community that spans a fairly wide age range, and there's folks from just about all over the world. It's nuts to think about for me sometimes. It's like, oh man, I got people from, I got people here in the US with me, and I got people from the UK, I got people from Mexico, Peru, Chile, Cambodia, the Philippines, Japan, everybody's all over the place. Ukraine, Russia, everybody, It's a wild thing to think about. Here in this our little small group, community thing we got here in this channel, right? But anyways, it's with so many forms and mediums of entertainment out there, all vying for people's attention. It really means a lot just to be noticed. Which is why I consider covers or derivative works to be a very flattering and high form of respect to another creator. It's like taking things to like the next level of appreciation. It's like, wow, not only did this person find and like what I made, they liked it so much that they made this cool thing with it too. Oh man, right? And because of this, I take what I do here on the channel or making my covers very seriously, because I want to showcase and treat everyone's amazing compositions with the utmost respect. Because that's what I would want, and I would appreciate that. And for the most part, disregarding this recent situation, everybody's been very cool. over these, 7 or 8 years here, I've had the original composers of, not everybody, but, I've had some. Yeah, they drop by in either the comments or some have even, shot me an email or two, my way and, complimenting how I handled their work. It was really cool. I won't say who, but, who's emailed me, but, it was really cool for me. It was kind of starstruck for me. Getting an email, from folks because it's like, oh man, that's the guy that made this, and oh man, he's really digging it. It's like, it's I never had that before, and or before when that happened, and it was made me really happy. And I was happy because they were happy, and we're both happy. Yeah, it really is. It's like, it's this great thing, like here I am. I'm like, oh man, this dude and his songs are awesome. It inspires me to, do something cool with it and to even learn from it. Yeah, right. And then the creators are like, hell yeah, man, you're awesome. This is awesome. And I'm like, no way, man, you're awesome. Or you're the awesome one. Oh, this is awesome. And you get this nice feedback loop of awesome going on, right? And yeah, it's how things should be. It's how it ought to always be here in our little spheres of the internet, But I guess not everyone sees or approaches it that way. That way, unfortunately. Sorry, I kind of going on a rant here. I need to reel things back a bit. So, what all this means going forward, first, I'm probably not going to ever be covering any more Zach Siegel tunes in the future under threat of copyright, and because, for lack of a better term, I'm feeling pretty damn salty about this whole ordeal. Yeah, I went from being sad and bummed out about it, that evening when I saw the email and shared the bad news with everyone over on, the Discord, to now, it's just all salt. Now it's not all just doom, gloom, and salt. Well, there is doom, but not that doom. But yeah, you guys get me. You're feeling me. I do plan to bring the video back in a new form because it'd be a terrible waste to let that short film die over what basically amounts to fighting and clutching over pennies. If you ask me, but yeah, shortly after putting out the original back on August 8th, 2021, I played around with the idea of making a version that had sound effects and leaned more towards the film side of things as opposed to the music video side. It was something I wound up putting on the back burner since we already had the main video, right? So, if anything, thank you for that, Zach. I now have a good reason to produce this alternate version. See, there's usually a silver lining in these sort of things. I'm hoping to have it out for the anniversary of the original, which, like I said, is so August. It's gonna be August 8th of this year if everything goes according to plan. So everybody get hype for The Eternal Sky, a summer blockbuster coming to a channel near you. Until then, I need to be a good musician and get back to work on our lovely Plutonia marathon. I still need to finish up the rest of the MIDIs for Cyclic Divide. I finished up transcribing Always Right and started on Addiction before I decided to shift my efforts to creating this video. It's taking me a bit longer than I thought, but I ought to have the MIDI version of the album out pretty soon. I'm always feeling really crummy for the first half of January. It's like every year for me. But I think I'm finally out of that rut. Also, if it wasn't clear, I think it'd be absolutely awesome if anybody wanted to use my MIDIs or the original songs themselves and their mods, videos, covers, remixes, whatever, right? Yeah, just make sure to credit me, right? I'd be flattered, honored, and very humbled if to have my work shared around with folks. unlike someone else. Anyways, I think that about wraps things up. Yeah, a kick in the balls to start the year off, but we've picked ourselves back up, and it's only up from here. I've been Dar, and let us toast in hopes for a good 2023.